Welcome back to the channel. So after a while stopping making videos on my YouTube channel, so I am back with another Archviz tutorial. So in today's video, I'll show you how I light, render, and post-produce this scene. So first of all, I need to go to the rendered mode. Go to the rendered mode like this by clicking in this area here and waiting for image to update and see the result of the lighting. And as you see here, we don't have any source of lighting, just some direct lighting as the light of the lamp and the light under the stair and the default background of Blender. So in this case, I will combine between the background and the sun. So as you see here, I don't use any HDRI because I don't need it in this case. Also the background and the sun, it's not time consuming. So first of all, I need to add the sun here, Shift A sun, and I need to rotate this sun to make the light enter the interior scene. So like this, I need to rotate it as you see here and rotate it again in the Z axis to make the light a little bit of inclination. So the second option to do is to change the softness of the shadows, because as you see here we have hard shadows. I need to make it soft, so I need to go to angle, make it 10 degrees. So you can make it 20 to have this overcast soft shadows, and for me 10 degrees it's good. Then I need to change the color temperature of this sun, so I need to use nodes here in the object data properties. Then go to the objects and in this emission node, plug this black body node here. As you see, the method that I use by dragging and drop. As you see here, we have 1500 color temperature. I don't need this red color. I need it to be golden hour. So 3500 is the appropriate value for the golden hour. Also, I will make the same thing for the word node. So I will drag and drop like this, searching for black body node, and change the color to overcast by tapping 6500 color temperature. Now I need to go to the render settings to show you some simple settings. For my own situation, I will use the final default presets of Blender if you have a high-end PC. Also for the global illumination, I will use this preset for the light paths, or for the performance, if you want to re-render an image, use this persistent data. Also, the important settings in Blender cycles is the color management. I will let this view transform to filmic, and I will change the high contrast or medium high contrast. So for me, high contrast, it's good. Also, I can increase in the exposure of the scene to 1, and I can control it also in the compositing node after. So after hitting render, I need to check some passes. So I need to check the noising data, glossy direct and indirect, shadow and ambient occlusion. Now I can hit render by pressing F12 and waiting for the render to finish. If you want to download this scene and apply with me in this tutorial, you can download it for free from Gumroad page. And also if you want it with another 36 Archviz scene, you can download it on Blender Market store. So I hope you like it. See you when the render finish. Now the render is done. I need to go to the compositing node, compositing tab, and start the post-production process. So first of all, I need to add the grain effect. As you see here, I need to add the grain effect to simulate the real world grain effect made by the real world cameras. So to do this, I need to combine the image, the denoised, and the noisy image. So I need here in this situation a mix RGB, color mix RGB, and mix this two images. As you see here, I have a little bit of noisy image, so I need to decrease this effect to 0.4 maybe. Also, I need to add the other passes like glossy direct, indirect, shadow, and ambient occlusion. I will use the same operation, color mix RGB, give this glossy direct here. I need to change the blend mode to add because I need to add the glossy direct to my scene, and decrease this to 0.3. The same thing for the glossy indirect. It's the same pass with the glossy direct. Also decrease it to 0.2. For the shadows, I will use multiply blend mode, change this to multiply and let it to 0.2. If I mute this and unmute it, you can see the difference that my scene will be a little bit contrasty. So I need to add the ambient occlusion node also, like this, drag and plug here and increase it to 0.3, 0.3, and you see here that I have shadow depth here in these edges. Now I will go to the effects. First effect I need to add is the sharpen. So Shift A, filter and change this to box sharpen. So I need to decrease it to 0.05. Also, the second effect is the glare. So I don't love this streaks effect. So I need to change this to fog glow, change the quality to high and the size to 6. And the last effect is the lens distortion. So I will go to distort, lens distortion, and check this fit option. Also change these values of distortion and dispersion to 0.001 because it's very important for your realism. Then I will go to some color correction. You can add here some exposure value if you want to increase your image exposure. For me, I need to increase it to 0.4. Then give this image some contrast by using some color correction nodes. The first node is brightness contrast. Increase these to 1 and add another hue saturation value node to give this image some desaturation. It's look like a vibrance effect in other photo manipulation softwares like Photoshop and Affinity Photo. And the last node is the color balance. So if you use the filmic color transform, you should use this offset power slope and change your color of your image to another color. You can change this to blue, green, or gray. And for my situation, I will change this a little bit to greenish. And like this, I'm done with this light and rendered post-production of this interior scene. I hope you like it. If you like this video, hit subscribe, like and comment, and see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.